Hey guys, Russ Lyman here, and on this week's video, I'm going to show you how to make a custom shifter knob for your car. That's the bomb! A Bob-omb! Let's get started! First thing you guys are going to need is this wooden ball that I picked up at AC Moore or any craft store. It's about $4 or $5. And then I picked up these at Lowe's. They have a little section where there's like hobby stuff and drawers. And I picked up those little guys, and these are like chimneys for like wooden trains or something. Those are going to be the feet though. Then I also picked up this lug nut. Now this matches perfectly to the threads on my shifter, and I marked there this center. When it's completely tightened down, that's the center point, so you want to remember that so when you're lining it up. And you also need some 5-minute epoxy. This one has it all already together, so you don't have to mix it. It pre-mixes. And you can pick up some rope as well. I picked up a little bit more than I needed, but that should do it. First step here is to drill out the hole inside that little knob thing. I'm using a step drill bit. This way you can fit the rope right through it. Now what I'm doing here is cutting a fresh end right there, and I'm going to melt the parts here with just a lighter, just so it doesn't fray. Now you can see there the ball already has a hole in the bottom of it conveniently, and we just need to drill it all the way through, so this way we can fit the rope through. So what I ended up doing is getting 2 pieces of 2x4s and using some clamps, this way the ball doesn't roll around on me. Now the first drill bit that I use is 1/4 inch, and you want to go all the way through to the other side, so this way the rope would fit. And now I put on my step drill bit, and I don't want to go all the way through, I just want to make it big enough so I can fit my Dremel in there and widen the hole a little bit more so I can fit the lug nut inside snugly. Want to feed the rope from the bottom through and just tie a little knot so this way it doesn't come back out. You can put your little knob piece on there and kind of get an idea of how it's going to put together right there. There's the feed kind of holding it up. Now it's time to get out your 5-minute epoxy. I'm just going to put some in the hole there and make sure it goes around the knot. So this way the rope won't sag. This way it's stuck to the top of the shifter knob there. So you get a good amount in there so it soaks in. And then I'm going to apply some onto the masking tape and rub my lug nut all over it. This way it's completely secure. Alright, So I had to back up and do some stuff, so the ball's already painted in this one here. But an easier way to attach the legs is to use a little bit of hot glue. This way it sets them in place to where you want it, and then you're going to go back over it with the 5-minute epoxy to get a more solid connection with the wood there, and it's going to be nice, strong, and hold up. I just had misguided to where the center was, so I have to move the legs over slightly so you can see some of the excess glue there, but I sand that off and paint it, and it looks pretty good. So after the glue is all dry, here's your basic shape. You could almost stain it and keep it wooden like that. That'd be a cool look as well, but I kind of want to mimic how it looks like in the game. So I found this picture here, and we're kind of going to go with that. Now also to note, I left off the little wind up thing just because this is a shifter and that would get in the way a lot with your hands. So I'm just going with the basic shape and outline of that there. So orange feet, black body, and the blue tip there on where the wick comes out. And I did multiple coats, you just got to let it dry. I probably did about 4 or 5 coats on each of them because it's light colors and the black was the only one that probably took 2 coats to do. But yeah, just take your time, let it dry in between. I ended up getting a nail and hammering it into my table so I can set the shifter on there and paint it without having to hold it. You could also hold it by the rope as well, as you see later in the video, and I paint around like that. But yeah, have fun with it. Black is completely dried. I am adding the final details of the eyes. Now I did do about 3 coats of the white just so it's nice and bright, and it turned out awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the other DIY shifter knob videos that I have below. The first one is a candy tin 1-up mushroom that I made. The next one is a Christmas ornament that I turned into a shifter knob. And then 6 years ago, I decided to make a Bob-omb shifter as well, and there's the video for that one. If you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on social media at Russlyman.